Hi, Akriti this side. I'm recording this video only for my interview purpose, and my topic is quadratic equation of grade 10th. So I'm sharing the whiteboard now, and here it is. Yes, so our topic is quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. So what is a quadratic equation? Just recall the previous topic as we have learned or as we know what are the quadratic polynomial first. We know there are some type of polynomial based on their degree, linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial and so on. So linear polynomial, for example, x plus y, z and so on, means degree of the polynomial or highest degree of the polynomial is 1. In quadratic polynomial it is x square, it is x square plus y, it is y square plus 2 and so on, or minus 2 and so on. In cubic it is x cube plus y, it is y cube plus 3 and so on. So yes, quadratic polynomial means highest degree of the polynomial should be 2. Now what is quadratic equation? So a quadratic polynomial like that ax square plus bx plus c, when we equate and a should not be equals to 0. When we equate this polynomial to 0, we get quadratic equation. We get quadratic equation where a, b and c are real number and a should not be equals to 0. And what is the idea, or why we are using quadratic equation? Just I'm giving an example to you. Just a second. First I have to erase it. So suppose I have a plot and I know the area of the plot, but I did not know what is the length and what is the width of the plot. And yes, of course, the plot is of rectangular shape. Okay, so the plot is of rectangular shape like that, and the area of this rectangular plot is 288 centimeter square. I don't know what is the length and the width, but a condition is given here. The length of the plot is twice the width of the plot. So here what we have to do, first suppose the width, that would be x, and the condition is the length is 2 times, so twice of this x, so it is 2x, and the area is given here. How we can find the length or the width? Just a second. We know the area of a rectangular shape is length into width or length into width, area, breadth. Area is given, that is 288. Length is given, or we assuming length, that would be 2x, and width, that would be x, so it would be 2x square. If you are observing, we got 2x square equals to 288. And what we have to do, just a second, if I'm writing this 2x square minus 288 equals to 0, you are observing it is a quadratic equation. So it is the basic concept behind that. In real life, how we can find the length and width of a given plot, of a given space, of a enclosed shape, when area is given, and whatever, when sometimes the length is given, width you have to find, sometimes the area is given, length and width you have to find. So it is the basic concept or behind that. So how we can solve this? Just 2 is in multiply here, so we can write x square equals to 288 divide by 2. So x square should be 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8, or x should be root 144, and x equals to plus minus 12. So length, width is 12, and length is 2 times of 12. So it should be 12 twos are 14. Oh, sorry, 12 twos are 24. So it should be 24 centimeter. So this is the basic problem. Depends on the quadratic equation, or basic problem of quadratic equation, we can say. Now we'll discuss what is the root and zeros of the quadratic equation. Just first discuss what the history of the quadratic equation or the solution of quadratic equation. Some people, or sometimes people thought that Babylonian were know how can solve the quadratic equation, but no, actually the Greek mathematician Euclid know how can solve the quadratic equation, and after that Indian mathematician Sridharacharya, before Sridharacharya, Brahmagupta invented how we can solve the quadratic equation, or they developed the general equation of quadratic, general formula for quadratic equation, like that ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So now let's discuss the zeros and the roots. These are the different things, guys. Roots means when we are talking about quadratic equation, then we call the roots, and when we are talking about quadratic polynomial, then we call zeros here. So roots and zeros, how we can find the zeros and roots. So the value which the values of x, we can say the roots of the equation is the values of x given here. How we can solve these zeros and roots? So in your exam, in our syllabus, there are three methods how we can solve the equation. The first method is factorization, and the second method is on factorization, we can say middle term splitting. And the second method is factorization formula, or we can say factorization by formula. And the third one is completing square. So we'll discuss these things with the student, and hence it is my total thing. Okay, so these are the things, or the concept is given here by me. Thank you for the cooperation. Thank you.